Television media has come a long way in the past few decades. Once thought to be a relatively inferior method of entertainment, it is now considered even better than Hollywood movies in many cases. What has changed is not only the sheer quality of work that is being produced, but a drastic change in people's mentality about how effective an episodic method of storytelling can be. Although IMDb ratings are not an absolute unit of measurement, they can provide some insight into what can be expected from a movie or TV show. Its top rankings are dominated by the likes of Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad, but instead of overall ratings, today's list will be looking at the absolute highest rated individual episodes on the content rating platform. For the sake of not being repetitive, each series has been mentioned only once. So don't forget to watch today's complete video for the top 10 best TV episodes of all time. Number 10. Doctor Who? Blink. 9.8 over 10. 18,185 plus votes. One of the longest-running television shows in history, Doctor Who is a cornerstone of British pop culture that has literally outlived generations of people. It is so old that some of the older episodes are actually missing and are thought to be not in existence anymore. Ironically, Doctor Who's highest-rated episode is one that doesn't involve the titular Doctor much. Stuck in 1969, the Doctor tries to stop the Weeping Angels, agreed upon to be one of the scariest monsters in the series, from hijacking the TARDIS with the help of a woman Sally Sparrow. Number 9. Rick and Morty. The Rick Landy's Mix-Up. 9.8 over 10. 25,341 plus votes. Messing around with the concept of alternate realities is one of Rick and Morty's signature tropes, and the episode The Rick Landy's Mix-Up does it exceptionally well. The episode revisits the famous citadel of Ricks where Ricks and Mortys from millions of alternate universes had formed a secret society of their own. At the end of the episode, an evil version of Morty takes control of the place. It won several accolades from various sources, such as the Annie Award for Outstanding Achievement for Writing in an Animated Television. Number 8. Person of Interest. If Then Else. 9.9 over 10. 11,008 plus votes. Person of Interest is not a name as popular as some of the others on the list, but at the time of its debut, it proved to be so popular that a high-profile series such as CSI was pushed aside to make time for airing it. The 11th episode of the 4th season, If Then Else, acts as a climax to one of the longest-running storylines in the series against the AI named Samaritan. Protagonist John Reese and his companions, with the help of the machine, attempt to stop the Samaritan from causing an international economical disaster. Number 7. Hannibal Mizumono. 9.9 over 10. 15,879 plus votes. Hannibal is one of those shows that didn't garner much attention while it was airing, but has achieved cult status in recent years as more people have come to appreciate it, especially since its cancellation. Mizumono is the culmination of the 2 whole seasons of the show, and sees Will Graham and Jack Crawford making their final move against the serial killer and cannibal Hannibal Lecter. Number 6. Mr. Robot. 407 proxy authentication required. 9.9 over 10. 19,687 plus votes. Created by Homecoming director Sam Esmail and featuring Bohemian Rhapsody star Rami Malek, Mr. Robot is the story of a socially challenged programmer who joins an anarchist group of hackers. 407 proxy authentication required didn't amaze viewers and critics just from a storytelling point of view, but was a visually stunning experience as well due to the cinematography. Number 5. The Mandalorian. Chapter 16 The Rescue. 9.9 over 10. 38,880 plus votes. The finale of Disney's blockbuster Star Wars series The Mandalorian is an emotional roller coaster ride. It is not without its faults, such as the poorly done Luke Skywalker CGI face, but the drama and the sheer epicness outshines it all. In its last moments, the episode provides a glimpse of what Luke at his full potential can accomplish in terms of strength, something a big part of the fan base had wanted to see for a long time. Number 4. Chernobyl Vishnya Pamyat. 9.9 over 10. 52,432 plus votes. Retelling the story of a historical and real-life event in the form of a movie or TV series can certainly prove to be challenging. It needs to be factually accurate and at the same time, unless it's a documentary, dramatic enough to capture the attention of the general audience. HBO's Chernobyl manages to do both meticulously, and all the critical acclaim it has deservingly received is proof of that. The 5th and final episode wraps up its tale of one of the worst man-made disasters in history and the politics behind it in an excellent manner, and the ratings reflect that. Number 3. Game of Thrones Battle of the Bastards. 188,918 plus votes. Battle of the Bastards is the 9th and penultimate episode of the 6th season of HBO's fantasy television series Game of Thrones and its 59th episode overall. It was written by series co-creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss and directed by Miguel Sapochnik. Jon Snow and Ramsay Bolton face off in a battle for control of Winterfell. Jon's force, mostly composed of wildlings, is nearly defeated by the Bolton army, but the latter is overcome when Sansa Stark and Peter Baelish arrive with the Knights of the Vale. The battle culminates in Ramsay's defeat and capture. Meanwhile, Daenerys Targaryen defeats the Masters in Meereen and begins making new alliances. Battle of the Bastards received immense critical acclaim, with several reviewers calling it a masterpiece and being praised as one of the series' best episodes, as well as one of the greatest television episodes of all time. Critics describe the battle in the North as terrifying, gripping, and exhilarating. Harrington's performance received high praise, and Daenerys' reunion with her dragons at the beginning of the episode was deemed thrilling. The eponymous battle took 25 days to film and required 500 extras, 600 crew members, and 70 horses. In the United States, the episode had a viewership of 7.66 million in its initial broadcast. It earned Game of Thrones 6 Primetime Emmy Awards, making it the most Emmy Award-winning episode ever. It notably won for Outstanding Directing and Outstanding Writing. The episode was Kit Harington's choice to support his nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor. Sapochnik also won the Directors Guild of America Award for Outstanding Directing in a Drama Series for the episode. No matter how disappointed many fans have been left after the season finale, it doesn't take away from the fact that the previous seasons consist of some of the highly praised episodes ever on television. Battle of the Bastards was quite literally a battle between the two most featured bastards in the show, Jon Snow and Ramsay Bolton. A horrendous villain since the very beginning, nothing gave fans more pleasure than seeing Jon go to war against Ramsay. The exceptional choreography of the fight sequences made it even more memorable. Number 2. Attack on Titan Hero. 10/10, 31,420 plus votes. Attack on Titan is not just another anime series. It has transcended to the level where it is larger than life and the genre itself. The drama and action in Hero were simply off the charts. Commander Erwin rallies a literal suicide squad towards the Beast Titan in order to distract him and the others, while Levi unleashes the fury of God on them from behind. The final and 4th season is being anticipated to be even more mind-blowing, and the only thing that remains to be seen is whether expectations will be met or not. Number 1. Breaking Bad of Ozymandias. 10/10, 124,300 plus votes. Breaking Bad is one of the most critically acclaimed TV shows ever, and it shouldn't be a surprise that one of its episodes holds the title for being the highest-rated episode in the history of modern television. Every minute of its 5th and final season is absolutely jam-packed with drama and action, and Ozymandias is the peak. It is the tragic end to nearly 7 years' worth of storytelling. Hank is killed by a gang of Nazis and Jesse is taken captive. The White family falls apart for once and for all, as Walt is forced to flee the country. Breaking Bad follows protagonist Walter White, Bryan Cranston, a chemistry teacher who lives in New Mexico with his wife, Anna Gunn, and teenage son, R.J. Mitt, who has cerebral palsy. White is diagnosed with stage 3 cancer and given a prognosis of 2 years left to live. With a new sense of fearlessness based on his medical prognosis and a desire to secure his family's financial security, White chooses to enter a dangerous world of drugs and crime and a sense to power the world. The series explores how a fatal diagnosis, such as White's, releases a typical man from the daily concerns and constraints of normal society and follows his transformation from mild family man to a kingpin of the drug trade. With that, we end today's video. Don't forget to join in next time for more of such interesting content.